careful. Now help your mother clean it up. I must go now.
Where?
To finish my table.
Can I come?
I'll bring you a sweet. Hey, I bet you never thought I would make you a builder, and now a painter.
Mommy, can I start now?
Have you done your homework?
Yes, I have.
All right then.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Start what?
Cooking a special meal for the new table.
Till I have gone.
All right. Bye-bye.
There we go.
Don't you ever get tired? It's going to look beautiful when it's finished. I hope so. But it's costing a lot. But how do you do it? After work, I'm so tired, I just want to sleep. And the dreams I have.
Mama Visi.
The queen is calling. Tomorrow we take her back home.
Mama Visi, I'm coming, am I? I'm cold. Where is this son of mine?
He has gone to Mlause's. He didn't want to wake you, am I?
I wasn't sleeping. I was just resting. Help me stand up. She can't even let him say goodbye to his own mother.
What did you say, Ambuye?
Nothing. You know, we dying ones always sleeping or talking to ourselves.
What is it, Amai?
My back so stiff. And now my Mavis, my stomach is complaining. I can do with a cup of tea.
You know who I am? I finished. Struggling.
Well, what do you want?
Nothing, I just came to see you, that's all.
Come on, Phineas, you never want nothing. Speak.
Well, if you insist, you may take me to your sister's. I've got some provisions for the store.
Okay, well, I'm due back on stage right now. Hey, right direction.
You mean you can't even spare a few minutes for your
Come
family?
on, Phineas. Just one more song, and then I go on break. I'll see you. Just hang around.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Mother Mavis, listen to Uncle Jethro's new song.
Looks nice. Meat every day. Expensive. Okay. Go on, use it. At least Ambia can't complain. You laugh. You will see one day when you grow up. When there is not enough food in the house. Is it ever the father's fault?
I don't know.
Never. It's always mother's.
Oh, it's Uncle Jethro.
Hello.
Hello, Uncle Jethro.
Evening, Phineas.
Hello.
What's all this?
Supplies for the store. Give us a hand, please.
You come to fix the car, Jimmy?
Not now, but it'll be ready for your trip. I'm a Mavis. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Uncle, I heard your new song on the radio. Slow down, slow down. You're on the wrong direction.
It's slow down. I'm on the right direction.
Shingy, grab this box.
Hey, Shingy, if you pass this year, I'll buy you both some shoes.
I don't want shoes. I want to sing with you.
Yeah, tomorrow, I have a gig. We'll sing all the way to Dombosha.
Yeah.
With my own transport. I'll be a millionaire.
Hello, Ambuya. How are you, Ambuya?
As well as an old woman can be under the conditions.
What more can a mother ask for with a son married to a wonderful wife with two beautiful grandchildren like this?
You're on the wrong direction.
Here she comes.
Hey, Patrick, great work. Hey, nice work. Thanks.
This is really beautiful.
Let's get it in.
You put so much love into this, Patrick.
Your money made it possible.
Amai, come and take a seat.
But you know that I cannot eat sitting at those high places.
That table is too small. How can the whole family sit on such a small table?
We'll manage, Babankul.
Maybe Simzukuru, with cooking like this, one day you'll be able to catch a husband as good as your father.
Dear Lord, grant us a safe journey. I know Amai is anxious to get home. It is very difficult when she is here. For her and for me. I feel that she is watching my every move. Oh Lord, give me the wisdom to know how to keep her happy.
Amen. She's just not doing her duty. She's not doing her work. I will show him. I'm going to fix her.
We haven't been to the village for months now.
I haven't been there for years. After my divorce, everyone I'm close to now lives in the city.
Oh, shame.
Oh, we are late today.
Hello.
How is your mother-in-law?
She's fine. We are taking her back home today.
Oh, so son.
3 weeks? Seems quite long.
You mustn't talk like that. Don't you know that those in the winds are always listening?
It's always difficult when she comes. She just doesn't understand the city life. Anyway, a visit home will be nice.
I wish I was going.
I'll be leaving it up this weekend.
Oh.
Tonight, Tembe and I will be going to the 5-star in tomorrow, Queens.
I'll be at the Queens. I'll be locked up at home with the kids as usual. Like you're all 18 years old. Just because I'm over 30 doesn't mean I shouldn't have a good time.
52, 51, 750. Halala, 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 hey.
Patrick! Patrick!
Hello.
I want you to try your car now.
Uh-huh.
It's perfect and fine. Give it a try.
Good. Thanks, Jimmy. You're a genius.
Yeah. Don't forget that I'll be sending my bills.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I don't want it in check.
You'll get it.
Everyone ready? Except Neria, of course.
How can she be late the day we are going home?
Phineas, sorry I'm late. Been shopping for the trip.
Can we go now?
Just give me 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I was born in the ghetto, and my mom is in the ghetto.
what you say about it, Patrick?
Neria and I will have to talk it over.
There you go again. Neria. You just cannot make up your minds without consulting Neria.
No.
Look, if she objects, she can say it. She's right here.
That's not the point, Mkoma.
Patrick.
You know, a bull costs a lot of money.
I know.
And so we need to talk to each other privately.
Just leave it, Baba Taurai.
I just wanted to see if he likes the idea, that's all.
He likes that ooh.
We once more.
Slow down.
This one here. Yeah. That's the one I bought with the money you sent last year.
Ah, she looks good.
Yeah.
That's good. Huh?
So?
What?
How about it, Patrick?
What?
Buy us the bull and we're home and dry, man.
You know I'd like to help.
Yeah.
But we've spent so much money on the house.
I know.
Anyway, I'll talk to Neria.
Look, man. She's your wife. Our wife. Yes. This paddock here helped pay for her. Since when do you ask your wife permission for anything?
Neria also earns money. Some months more than I do. There's a new world out there, and you refuse to see it.
Look, all I know is the home suffers. Your home suffers.
What do you mean?
Didn't you see Neria this morning?
What?
Sleeping. Sleeping while mother was busy sweeping the yard. Is this the new world you talk about?
No, she wouldn't do that.
I'm telling you, it's true. Ever since you moved to town, she controls you.
Phineas, you're talking nonsense.
Patrick.
What?
Look, I sometimes ask myself, will this boy ever come home where he belongs? Look, Patrick, please don't betray us, huh?
No.
Come on, let's go and enjoy Jethro's show. I don't often have the luxury of a car, eh?
That's a better proposition.
Yeah.
Uncle Jethro. Hey, Jimmy, how's it, man?
Hello, babes.
Just a short visit to the family.
Patrick, get us a round of drinks, please, will you? Or do you need Neria's permission to buy beers? Waitress, beers for everyone, please. And two for those girls over there. And a scotch on the rocks.
Cut the cake. Hey, where's Caleb? Usually doesn't miss Jethro's shows. Didn't you hear?
What? Phineas, didn't you tell Patrick about Caleb?
Patrick, didn't I tell you?
No, what?
He died.
Oh, no.
He died a couple of months back now.
What happened?
No one really knows.
He had a heart attack, Phineas. The doctor confirmed that.
Come off it, man. Look, there's a fishy story there. You know, the last time we were together, he told us he had just written a will. Next thing we know, he's dead.
He probably knew that he didn't have long to live. So he wrote a will. What's wrong with that?
I don't think it's that simple.
Phineas, what do you mean?
You don't understand. He must have told his wife that he had just written a will. For the money, of course, the money.
But he ain't meant to take care of the family. If he's dead, there'll be no more money coming.
Patrick, I'm beginning to get worried about you. You put too much faith in these women. I suppose when you and Neria got married, you wrote a will, eh?
No, we don't have a will. But it's a good idea.
He was too young, Very young. But then that's how life is sometimes. Yes,
come off it, guys. Let's forget about this sad story celebration.
Charlie! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Charlie.
That's strange. You know, you look like a friend of mine, too. How about a dance, baby?
Why not? Ambuya, please tell us one more story, please.
Yes, Ambuya, please tell us one more.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a poor man and a poor woman. His name was Jarim Karanga.
Go on.
Chari was a poor man. He had only one wife.
Yeah?
So, Jari decided to go to town to look for work and earn money to send home.
But he could not find a job. For months he looked for a job.
Serves him right, the stupid.
But while Jari was away, his wife worked very hard growing crops. As she was young and without child and Jari was away, she soon found out that she had more food than she and her relatives could eat. So she sold some at the market.
With the money from the millies, she bought goats, chickens, almost everything.
Why are you telling me all this, Patrick?
Phineas, there's a point to every story.
Well, get to it, Patrick. Get to it.
Did she buy any cattle?
Oh, yes, she bought several cows too. So when Chari came back from the city, he found out that he was richer than when he left.
Chari sat down and admired his newly found wealth, which he had earned without even working. His wife had worked for it.
So he decided to get a second wife. So disappointed was the first wife that she started to cry and sang this sad song, Jarimu Karanga.
Jarimu Karanga, Jarimu Karanga, Jarimu Karanga. Patrick, I don't get it. I don't.
Wives are to be respected always. They can bring much good fortune. They are to be treated well, or you can always be poor.
I'm not anything big, but whatever I am, Neria has made me what I am. Never cross Neria. If you do, I won't be your brother.
But Patrick, this when does one lose brothers, eh? Except in death, eh?
Watotengera Jarimu Karanga goiniwo.
Jarimu Karanga. Wakotengera Jarimu Karanga koiniwo. Jarimu Karanga. Watotengera Jarimu Karanga koiniwo. Jarimu Karanga. Watotengera Jarimu Karanga koiniwo. Jarimu Karanga. Inakata kupita. Jarimu Karanga. Yemkuta. Jarimu Karanga. Jarimu Karanga. Mamuga wedu. Jarimu Karanga. Eka machani. Jarimu Karanga. Katiwa. Jarimu Karanga. Tabu. Jarimu Karanga. Jambo. Jarimu Karanga. Motora mukati Jarimu Karanga majetika Jarimu Karanga Jarimu Karanga Jarimu Karanga Jarimu Karanga Jarimu Karanga
come visit us sometime when Phineas comes?
Are you joking? Phineas hates me going to town. He keeps me here. He's got his other women in town.
Why don't you come alone then?
He'd find out. Then he'd throw me out. Then where would I go?
In town, you are always so busy. Even my Mavis, she can't keep up with household chores.
It's difficult sometimes.
Why can't you just come home and live here?
We can't, Amai. We've built a life there. A home, work, friends. We are happy.
This generation of yours, you can't just be satisfied with living a simple life. I just don't understand.
Don't worry, Amai. Sometimes I don't understand it too.
When I'm here with you, it's like we never left.
It's a special place, darling. Our hearts will always be here.
Look at that.
It's almost empty.
Not anymore.
Phineas, aren't we baking a dead horse?
You're talking about the shop that paid Nerea's bride price. It's hard to make a profit when a hungry family eats up all this stock.
Patrick, look. I had forgotten this was in here. I will take it home.
You know something? I'm a lucky man. How many men have a woman who works so hard and still looks so beautiful? If we have enough money after we finish painting, let's buy that bull for Phineas. It would please my mother.
Why not? If it stops, am I blaming me for everything?
You understand everything.
I'll send Jimmy to look at the car. Oh, if I'm delayed, tell Jimmy to go right ahead. I'll pass through the shop and pick up the glass.
Will you manage on the bicycle?
I will. Hello.
It's such a different world out there. Patrick's mother was so happy to see me spending all my time doing household chores. Convenience, making demands as usual. I feel so sorry for Marie. Shadow! I hate snakes. Wasn't that a python? I don't know. When one of those crosses your path, something terrible is going to happen. I've heard those stories. Connie, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing.
It terrifies me. Look at you. You're a strong woman standing on your own. How can you take this superstition so seriously? Look! Diplomats!
Oh, look, it's just what I've been looking for. Oh, how much is this?
$80, madam.
$80?
I'll give you a discount if you buy the jersey also. You can have them both for $130.
Oh, but that's so cheap. Oh, look, honey, look at this. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I'll take them both, okay? But I'm going to have a look around. Oh, look.
It looks like the snake brought me luck. Connie, with this, I can pay off the debts on my building materials.
Hey! Get away! I don't want to see any of you here!
Hello, Mammy V. How are you? So,
Patrick should be here. It's very late.
well,
He said you should get started with the car.
anyway, that's the reason why I'm here. I did get started before it gets dark. There it is. It was just a loose one. I'm a pro.
Very good, Julie.
I
Well
transit
done.
the family. Bring me some soap and water. Yeah.
Connie, what's wrong?
Oh my God! And you in the wind! Why? Why don't you give me the wisdom to know when a vision is the
Makanaka, Mambo Jesu, Makanaka.
Well, Jimmy, if you can go and collect Mother and Auntie Dorcas, while Mlauzi will collect Patrick's relatives. Okay. And Jimmy, please, straight there.
I won't go in. I told you I didn't want to come here. A witch lives here. A witch.
Mama.
A witch lives here. A witch. Amai, you can't talk like
So how long can you stay?
A week, maybe 2.
My family is falling apart. You in Malawi and Patrick gone. How I wish we were together like it was when we were young.
Don't cry, Amai. I'm here to help you. Phineas, is everything ready?
Yes, brother.
Mwari akati ivhu kuivhu, huruva kuhuruva, dota kudota, nePatrick takudzorera kuivhu.
Patrick's penknife goes to his young brother, Tendai. And this watch of Patrick's goes to his elder brother, Joel. Patrick's suit to Phineas. And this photograph of Patrick's goes to his beloved mother. The shoes go to Patrick's friend, John. The straw hat goes to his son.
Why did God take you away? I'll never understand. Things were going so well for us. But now my life is empty. I'm not used to being alone. I'm weak.
I thought you might be here. This was Patrick's favorite place, wasn't it? You see, Amainin, I need to talk to you. I know it's too early yet for you to think clearly, but I just wanted to let you know that when the time comes, I'm always here to help you. Huh? Amainin, when it comes to the crunch, you can always lean on my shoulder. Huh? The children need a strong, united family. Huh? Perhaps we should go now.
You go. I want to stay longer.
I agree with Mkoma Phineas. The sooner we do this, the better. Let's do it tomorrow.
Let us wait. It has only been a few weeks.
But I mean, Joel is here now.
You know, in the days of your grandfather, no formalities were carried out until 1 year after the burial. Only 2 weeks have passed.
But Joel may not be able to come back.
That's right.
In the days of grandfather, the whole family used to live at home, not in different countries.
You know, Neria is in no condition to make decisions. That's why tradition places a space of 1 year. We want to be certain that the deceased travels happily with no grievances left behind.
But then there's the question of the property. In the days you talk of, there were no bank books, no cars.
Phineas, we have just lost a brother. And there's a widow and her children to be taken care of. And all you can talk of is dollars and cars. You can't even think of these children.
I was only saying it for you. This might be your only chance.
It's not like I'll never come back, Phineas.
Gentlemen, okay, it's decided we are not going to have this ceremony until after a full year, and that is that. See we.
I spoke to Mother and Joel about the inheritance ceremony. They insist that it must wait.
Why in such a hurry?
Don't you understand, woman? It is the duty of the elder brother to to look after the family of the young brother. Joel's never here, so I must do it.
Leave all that to Neria. Neria is responsible enough to take care of herself and the children.
Are you mad?
Footy, all you want is money and a pretty woman.
What are you talking about? You're disgusting.
Don't think I haven't seen the way you look at her. It's disgusting.
You're asking for a pretty woman. You're asking for a...
Leave me! Stop hurting me! Come on!
If you keep on interfering, I'll throw you back in the gutter where you belong. But if you behave, you can come and live with me in the city and look after the children. Wouldn't it be nice? To ride in a car? To own a house in town?
You plan to take a house?
Her house? What are you talking about? I paid the bride price for that woman.
Auntie, yes, Msukuru. I'm going back. No need for you to come. Go home and help Amai.
But Msukuru...
No arguments, Auntie. I'll be fine.
Oh. As for the children, we must see them.
Yeah.
Baba Taura will help you with your bags.
Okay.
Where is he?
Amai, he went to town early this morning.
What for?
I don't know.
Who is eating that one?
Hi.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Auntie Dorcas, you must stay a bit longer. Okay, Ambu, I'm just taking them to the bus. I'm coming back.
Neria! So nice to see you!
Connie, where's my furniture?
Last night, Phineas came with Mlauzi's truck. He said you instructed him to take everything to the village.
Oh, Connie. Oh, Neria. Come.
That is the way it has always been. The property all stays with your husband's totem.
Francisca, times have changed. More and more women are going to work and providing for their families.
I'll have to start all over. All my savings along with Patrick's are out of my control.
You mean they have your bank books?
There's only one bank book, and Phineas has it.
In Patrick's name?
Mm-hmm.
Can Phineas use it?
He can't find for Patrick unless he forges it.
I think he can. They both have the same initial.
I have some friends that could teach Phineas a lesson.
I'm sure they're prepared to take care of you back in the village, Neria.
I can't abandon my life here.
Why don't you write to Phineas asking him for the savings book? I'm sure he would understand.
Phineas? I doubt it.
Dear Phineas, we are all well, but things are very difficult. I can't manage all the expenses. What I earn goes to buy food for us. There are so many other expenses. The children's school fees, uniforms and supplies. Please, Phineas, come to Harare with the bank book. Together we can go to the bank, explain what has happened, and get the man out. I'm requesting this not for myself, but for Patrick's children. Your sister-in-law, Mary. It's been a month since I wrote to Phineas. No word from him.
Well, sister, next week I'll be paid from the 5-star. I'll give you money for the school fees.
But we have money in the bank, Buddy. Why is Phineas doing this? When Father died, Uncle took such good care of us. We never had problems.
Well, back then, we all stayed in the village, together as one family.
Patrick and I worked very hard for what we have.
I know, sister. Unfortunately, today, there are greedy people who just twist our tradition to suit themselves.
Hello, Shinky.
What are you doing here? Huh? You should be in school.
Just said you can't go back to school again until you've paid the fees.
Don't you worry about the school fees. You'll go back to school tomorrow. Okay? Okay? Okay. Right. Okay.
Are you alright?
I need $100. I'm sure Phineas will be coming soon. Will you lend it to me?
There is something you can do besides borrowing money.
What? Except wait and hope.
I know a man, a lawyer who helped me during my divorce. Why don't you see him?
How can the law help? There was no will.
Never mind the will. Even without the will, you can get what belongs to you.
But it must be very expensive. I can't afford it.
I think the lawyer's fees can be settled from the estate funds.
How can I fight my children's own blood?
Don't worry. I was afraid at first. But I learned I had to understand the laws and use them to protect myself.
I don't know. I need to think about it. Thank you, Connie.
Ah, hello, Nelia. Come in. Maria is preparing the tea.
Hello, my name is Nelia.
I found Patrick's key when I was packing his things. Come in. Let me take your bag.
Hello. Tea. How many sugar shall I put in your tea?
2.
Only 2? Yeah. Mining, are you not feeling well?
I'm all right.
Yes, my name. Hello, young man. Hello. Hello, Mavis. Hello.
Hello,
You want some gum? Shingy?
Gee, gum.
Don't worry. I'm here from now on to help you all and give you everything that you need.
No thanks, Uncle Phineas. Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow we can go to the city. We get you the new dress. You look so pretty.
No, maybe.
Iwe muchatuta ndinoreva muchatuta wokwakatsande mwanakomana wazviri paye kamsambo kaya kekuti changu ndechangu chako ndechedu pakuzoti wangu ndewangu wako ndewedu iwe muchatutaka unzi kuroora handi kutenga kutenga handi kuroora unoda kugara nhaka uchiva pakapfumbira kuita mucheka dzapa
What are you doing, Shingy?
Maths.
Maths, eh? Let's see. Tendai has 12 marbles. His sister comes and takes 5. How many marbles has Tendai got left?
That's easy, 7.
Good! You're good at sums, eh? Now, if you come and live with Ambuya, you can help me in the store. How would you like that, Shingy?
Would you pay me any money?
Why would you need any money?
Because Mama doesn't have enough anymore.
If you come and help, Uncle Phineas will pay you.
Can Mommy and Mavis come too?
Of course, Shingy. I'm prepared to take the responsibility of looking after you all. Huh?
I think it's a good idea. It would be nice to be with Ambuya.
Good.
Good afternoon, Phineas.
Good afternoon.
You are Shinky. Have you done your homework?
Almost, Mommy. Uncle Phineas is helping me.
Where did you get that dress? Eh? What have you done to your hair?
Aunt Maria said it would help. You won't have to waste time playing now.
I won't have it. Now, we'll see just how beautiful your aunt has made you.
What's wrong with me? Don't worry, I'll look out for you.
I was in this terrible nightmare. Oh, God. I'm so afraid.
Don't worry.
Memphis! Shinky! Where are my children? Seniors, where are my children?
They came because they wanted to, didn't they?
First you steal my money, my furniture, now my children.
You.
Don't touch me.
What are you looking at? Get away from here!
I want my children.
How can you behave like this at your husband's home? You have no respect for our ancestors, the ones who guard this place. You're asking for a curse on yourself.
Where is Amai? She won't stand for this.
She's visiting her sister's village, isn't she?
Oh, so you had all this planned, didn't you? Shinky? Memphis?
I'm in here, Mommy.
Mommy.
You're what?
I'm so sick. It's pain in my stomach. It's getting worse. Mommy, I didn't want to come.
I know.
You scared me.
Where is Shinky?
Out with the kettle.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Ah!
Mavis must go to the hospital right away. Please.
Don't panic. I checked on her before I came to the shop. She'll be fine.
But she has a very high fever.
Now look, I can't just get off like that, can I? Who else can take care of the shop? Huh?
A few more hours, she might have not lived. It's a severe attack of appendicitis. We must operate immediately.
Operation?
I want the name of the lawyer.
No situation is impossible, Mrs. Kasande. There are solutions to every case. There are laws to protect widows. So, don't be afraid. Did your husband leave a will?
No. He died suddenly.
Where were you married?
In Dombushal.
Was your marriage registered?
We had the traditional ceremonies, but we were also married in the church and signed the register.
We call that a registered civil marriage. Do you have your marriage certificate?
Yes, but not with me.
That's fine. I don't need it now. Mrs. Kasande, you are in a very good position to recover your husband's property and keep custody of your children.
Even without a will?
It would have been simpler if your husband had left a will. But even without a will, we should be able to sort out the estate. We should be able to get the house for you. But, of course, you must understand that the house will not be for you personally, but for you and your children.
Of course. But what about the furniture and the bank book?
That will take more time and effort. Your brother-in-law is behaving as if he's heir to your husband's property. That's wrong. In fact, a punishable offense. The community court will appoint the heir. Normally, the eldest child would be appointed heir. But if the child is under the age of 18, the mother would most likely be appointed guardian to manage the property.
So, is the first step for me to go to the community court?
No, first you must go to the master's office. There you will fill in 2 forms, the death notice and the list of all the property. The master's office will refer you to the community court for the appointment of the heir.
Do you mean I can do it all myself?
It's quite simple. Oh, but one more thing. You should get your husband's pension. I suggest that you do that right away. So, Mrs. Kasande, good luck. If you have any problems, please do give me a call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Machacha.
Okay.
I know you're worried about Shingi and Mavis. I'll bring Shingi back. Don't be worried.
Neria, Neria, Zaore moyo kaneria, Maria Newe. Zaore moyo kanderia, Maria Newe. Maria Newe kanderia, Maria Newe. Kufirwa nemurume anzvadzi, zvinoda moyo wekushinga. Usaore moyo kanderia, Maria Newe. Usaore moyo kanderia, Maria Newe. Maria Newe kanderia, Maria Newe.
The lawyer said we will get everything back. I'm learning things that I was never aware of. Things are changing. They're getting better for us.
I'm so proud of you, man.
You process the pension and life insurance papers straight away. Is there anything else we can help you with?
No, thank you. I'm managing quite well now.
Morning, can I help you? You will soon be informed of the date you and your relatives must appear at the community court. That will be all. Thank you very much.
Shinga moyo, shinga, Maria Dewi, Rupuru Neshanje, Kutora Varoda Nana, Uzaore moyo andrazi, Maria Dewi, Uzaore moyo Canderia, Maria Dewi, Shinga moyo, shinga, Maria Dewi.
Here's $2. There's 5 more if you bring that boy back, okay? By the way, can you stick this poster next to the shop? Okay, thank you. Fine.
If we can just get food.
Yeah.
I think everything should work out.
Okay.
The cow got this time.
Okay. Maskati amai. That maskati nyamziwa.
Now look what you've done. Shingi's lost.
He's not lost, Amai. Obviously, he went with his uncle Jethro.
He's better off there. Because of your greed, we have to go to court.
Greed?
What will people say?
Patrick is our family, Amai.
Our tradition says we care for Patrick's family as he would have. Now you have misused our traditions. The ancestors will not let this.
What about the children then? Eh? She can't take proper care of them, Amai.
Are you saying you can?
Go.
Mavis nearly died here
Amai
under your
can.
care.
Amai
Now
can.
Shingi's run away.
Amai can,
The Master's Office has appointed Mrs. Katsande, the wife of the deceased, as the executor of the estate.
I cannot agree to this.
Be quiet. Let's wait and see.
I note that an application has been made by Mrs. Katsande through the Master's Office for the house. I'm sure that she'll be successful.
What is this?
In considering such an application, the contributions the spouses made to the property will be taken into account.
Look, it's my brother's house we're talking about.
Please, Mr. Katsande, sit down. The court will try to protect the rights of all those interested in the estate. Now, regarding the business of this court, the heir to the property will be the eldest surviving child of the deceased. In this case, his daughter Mavis.
No, man. How can everything go to Mavis? Huh? She will take everything into her husband's house when she gets married.
Sir, your law does not respect our tradition.
The money and property that Mavis inherits must only be used for her father's dependents. Because the heir is under the age of 18, her mother, Mrs. Katsande, will act as guardian. That is, she'll manage all property in trust for her children until her daughter is 18.
You mean to say that we don't get anything? You mean we don't get anything? I'll take this fed. I'm telling you. We get nothing.
thought it would happen. We must thank those in the wind. Thank you.
He asked me to give you this.
Did he manage to clean you out? He hasn't touched it.
What about the car? Don't tell me that old rascal has already sold it.
I've been just sent. I do know nothing about the car.
Neria, don't just stand there. You fought for it.
I just can't believe he wants to go through all this again.
What's happened? The man is desperate.
But he claims to be the children's guardian. If he wins...
No chance. He's just trying to scare you. The community court has already made its decision. Don't worry. Mr. Machacha will sort him out.
I'm so tired of it all.
When you walk into that court, I know you're going to stand like a lioness protecting your cubs.
We'll be there to support you.
I'm coming, Neria. Even if it means lying to my husband.
My lord, I call upon Mr. Katsande to take the stand.
Can you please raise your right hand and state your full names?
My name is Phineas Muchatuta Katsande.
Do you swear that the evidence that you're going to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
The witness is sworn, my lord.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chikwanji.
Thank you, my lord. Mr. Katsande, you are the plaintiff in this case.
Yes.
Could you please tell the court of the events immediately following your brother's death?
When my brother died, my lord, his wife was in a state of shock, incapable of doing anything. And as is traditionally practiced in our custom, my lord, and I, being her brother-in-law, took the responsibility of making all the necessary arrangements for the family.
Was this state of shock, as you call it, a matter of concern to you?
No, not at all. Under the circumstances, I felt that it was quite natural. Only later did I become concerned.
Oh, what happened later?
A month after the funeral, she insisted on going back to live in the city. She actually deserted us, my lord. A few weeks later, I became concerned. And then I went to visit her.
How were they managing?
It was clear that my sister-in-law was having problems financially. Even the children, my lord, were complaining that their mother did not have enough money to buy them things like their father used to do. Even the school fees were becoming a problem for her. The children, I believe, had actually been expelled from school.
Do you feel that you are in a better position regarding finances?
Oh, yes, most certainly. My lord, I own a shop. I have cattle. I have property. And I certainly have no problem paying my children's school fees.
And you are quite happy and ready to extend your financial position to the family of your deceased brother.
Oh, yes. My lord, I am a traditional man. There was never any question in my mind as to my responsibility towards his family. I assumed that they would come and live with me under my protection in the village. When they left, I was shocked.
Was there anything else in Mrs. Katsande's behavior that was of concern to you, Mr. Katsande?
Oh, yes, most definitely, my lord. It was clear that Neria, my sister-in-law, had become emotionally disturbed. She was doing strange things. She abused her daughter, and she physically assaulted my wife, my lord.
Mr. Katsande, please be calm.
I was afraid for the children. And then I decided that the best thing would be for the children to come with me to the communal lands.
And did the children return with you to the communal lands willingly?
Oh, yes, most definitely. They've always been very close to me. Very close.
I have no further questions. Your witness?
Cross-examination.
Mr. Katsande, did your brother and his wife, Neria, have a registered marriage?
Yes, they signed the register in the church.
And after the marriage, would you describe their lifestyle as traditional?
They moved to town shortly after their marriage.
I asked if you would describe their lifestyle as traditional.
No, I wouldn't say that. They were too modern. In fact, I even warned my brother...
Thank you, Mr. Katsande. You also stated that you took the responsibility of making all arrangements about your deceased brother's family.
That's right.
Did this include taking cash and his bank book from his wardrobe?
There was considerable expense involved in the funeral.
Did you take the cash and the bank book from his wardrobe?
Yes, but I never withdrew any money from the bank.
Neither could Mrs. Katsande. And while you were holding the bank book, did you ever offer financial assistance to your sister-in-law?
I was keeping it safe for
Answer
her.
my question, Mr. Katsande.
No, my lord. I did not.
And while your sister-in-law was in the village mourning the death of her husband, did you also make arrangements to have furniture and other belongings removed from her house?
Her house? Everything belonged to my brother!
And to his family, to his children. The very ones that we're so concerned about. Thank you, Mr. Katsande. No more questions, my lord.
The court will adjourn until 2:30 p.m. Yes, Mr. Machacha.
Mrs. Katsande, could you please tell the court your reasons for leaving the village 1 month after your husband's death?
My lord, I felt that my children needed to get back to school. And also I was concerned that if I did not return, I would lose my job. My children have always lived in the city, and that is our home.
Were you concerned that this could displease your in-laws?
Yes, my lord. I was very concerned. My husband's family is very important to me. Before I left, I explained to my mother-in-law why I was not staying in the village. I think she understood.
Did Mr. Katsande consult with you before taking your children to his home?
No, my lord. I came home from work and found them gone. I knew he had taken them.
And what did you do then?
My lord, I went to the village. When I got there, my daughter, Mavis, was very ill. I asked Phineas to take us to the hospital in the car. my husband's car. But he just made excuses. I had to carry her to the bus stop and take her by bus.
And she was, in fact, in need of a hospital.
Oh, yes, my lord. She had to have an operation right away. The doctor said we were very lucky she got there on time.
Now, Mrs. Katsande, the money that you earned in your marriage, how was it used?
We used it for food, uniforms, and school fees. My husband and I kept our money together. Yes. We never thought of it as my money or his money.
And since your husband's death, how have you managed with family expenses?
It has been very difficult, my lord. I've had to start all over again. Not only because I missed so much time from work, but also because I was not able to get money from our savings.
And did you at any one point ask Mr. Katsande to give you financial assistance?
Yes, my lord. I wrote to him and asked him to bring back my husband's bank book.
And did he comply?
No, my lord. He never answered my letter.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Katsande. No further questions, my lord. Your witness.
Cross-examination. When my client availed himself to your late husband's car and bank book, did you make any objections?
No, my lord.
Why not?
I thought he wanted to help me arrange everything. I didn't think he would keep them. I was confused.
I put it to you that as a confused woman, you were ready. In fact, you needed to accept your brother-in-law's authority as the head of the family. And you accepted my client as proprietor of your late husband's property.
That's not true, my lord.
And when you came to the place you call an empty house, did you make any objections and ask him for the furniture?
No, my lord. I was afraid. I did not want to offend anyone, including those who have departed.
Do you think your present behavior, making it necessary for people to come to court, might well offend those who have departed?
No, my lord. I know now that it is the only way to protect my children. Those same children that my husband's ancestors are protecting.
Mrs. Katsande, my client testified that you abused your daughter and you physically attacked his wife. Isn't this true? Is that not true?
No, my lord. When Phineas and his wife were at my house, I came home to find my daughter with a new dress and permed hair. I knew they were only doing this to turn my children against me. It distressed me. In my anger, I almost cut my daughter's hair, but I never actually did it. And I never physically abused her or Phineas' wife.
What makes you so certain that they were trying to turn your children against you? Isn't it possible that they were only trying to help out?
My lord, when you are a mother, you can feel these things. I knew from what Phineas had done in the past.
When you are a mother, you have no proof, Mrs. Katsande. You just felt it.
That's right, my
no
lord.
No further questions, Your Lord.
Thank you. The witness will step down. Gentlemen, having carefully, very carefully listened to the arguments for the plaintiff and the defense, it is my judgment that the guardianship of the heir, Mavis Katsande, will remain with her mother. Let me make it clear that all decisions she makes as guardian must be in the best interest of her children. The plaintiff not only violated laws recently introduced to protect widows, but also the very customary law on which he now seeks to rely. Mr. Katsande, you are very lucky not to be charged with a criminal offense, and this should be a warning to you and all men in your position. I can only hope that with the passage of time, the wounds may be healed.
As your lordship pleases.
That concludes the case before your lordship.
The court will adjourn.
Silence in court.
I'm sorry, Mai, it is to come to this.
Mrora, I've been listening to all this very carefully. Our tradition says that the family must be cared for, and it will be.
We are all gathered here today for an important occasion in the family. Neria Mzuguru, this is time for you to choose one of the men in the family to be your husband and protect you.
She's sure it's going to be mine.
What's going on here? So, it's traditional.
Now this to happen.
Oh, well. I never expected this to happen.
It has been organized, I think. It's a plot.
Yeah.
It's a plot.
Wait. Neria Mzuguru, have you chosen not to remarry?
Sekuru, I have my own life to live.
We are going to kill this one so that you will stay alone.
You have shown me that at times we have to bend our traditions to the changing times. You are a strong woman.